Good morning, children. Today we will start with the chapter number 5, that is inside the atom. Now, children, we can see many things around us. For example, book, door, vegetables, toy, watch, balloons filled with the air, water, and so on. What all these things are called as? These things are called as a matter. What I said, the things which surrounds us is called as a matter. Now, which property can you see same in all the matter? All this matter is occupy the space and have its own mass. That means, suppose take example book. Book have its own mass? Yes. It occupy the space? Yes. Water also, when we fill in a bottle, it occupy the space and it carries the mass. Mass means weight. Air also, when we blow the balloon, it gets the balloon's shape. That means it occupies the space and it's become heavier. So matter means which occupies the space or has a mass is called as a matter. Now all these matters are made up of what? All these matters are made up of molecules, and molecules made up of atom. Oh, not understood? Okay, let me explain in detail. For that, we will choose one matter. For example, water. Now children, tell me formula of water is H2O. So, water is matter, and what is the formula? H2O. So, it is called as a molecule. Now what I said, molecule is made up of atom. That means how water is formed? Water is formed by 2 of hydrogen atom and 1 of oxygen atom. Clear to everyone? Matter is made up of molecules and molecules are made up of atom. Now suppose this atom, this hydrogen, I want to break. Can I break that hydrogen? No. It remains as it is. And property of them atoms are remain same throughout the life. This concept clear to everyone? What I said, matter which occupies a space and has a mass, and matter is made up of molecules and molecules are made up of atoms, and these atoms are very small particles which we cannot able to see by our naked eyes. Naked eyes means from our eyes we cannot able to see. For that we have to see under the microscope, and which cannot be divided, and their property remains the same. So next we will move on the table number 5. Here the some substances are given. We have to identify whether that particular substance is atom, molecule, element or compound. Now before going to this table, we will make the some concept clear. Now already you studied in 7th standard, but still we will revise and then we will move for this table. Now first comes as the atom. Atom means the smallest single particle. What I say, smallest single particle. That means no friend, only single. Suppose I said hydrogen. Hydrogen means only it comes as a H, not one more hydrogen. Oxygen, when I said oxygen, it will come only alone. So atom means what? Only alone single particle. After that it comes as the element. Element means what, children? Elements means same atom, either alone or together. That means we can say hydrogen, H also as an element, or we can say H plus H, that means atom together. What it forms? The H2. So we are getting as a H2 as a element. Next as the oxygen. Either O can be said as an element, or O and O becomes together as a O2. This O2 is also called as an element. This concept is clear to everyone? What I said, element means what? Same atom. Now here two hydrogen atoms are there. Together we can say element, or alone also we can say the element. This concept clear to everyone? Now next, molecule. Molecule means what? Molecule means group of two or more same or different atom. Group of two or more same or different atom. Suppose I said hydrogen, H2. That also same element is there, but H plus S group is there. So it will come as a molecule. Now as I said, it comes same, but different also can come, H2O. That means group of two elements are there. So it will come as a molecule. Concept is clear to everyone. Next is a compound. Compound means what? Group of two or more different atom. Grouping of there, but they are the different atoms. Like example, for example, water, H2O. Carbon dioxide, CO2. This concept is clear to everyone. Atom means single, element means single or together but same. Molecule means group only but same or different. And compound means group only but different, not same. Clear this concept everyone? Based on that, we have table number 5.1. Now water. What is the formula for the water? H2O. Here which two elements are there? H and O. So can we call as an atom? No. Why? Because I said water means what? Single particle. Here group is there, so it will not come as an atom. Can we call as a molecule? Yes. Why? Because here group is there. Now single type of atom is there in the molecule? No. Single atom is there? No. Because here I have hydrogen and oxygen also. So it will not come as a single type. Different type? Yes, it will come as a different type. Can we call as an element? No. Why? Because here two different elements are there. Can we call as a compound? Yes, because it is a group of element. Clear this everyone? Next is the oxygen. What is the formula for the oxygen? O2. O2 means, can we call as an atom? No. Why? Because atom means single. Can we call molecule? Yes, because it is a group of two. So we can call it as a molecule. If single type is there? Yes, because only OO. Single atom is only involved. Different atoms are there? No. So it will not make the tick mark over here. Can we call as an element or compound? Element. Why? Because element means what? Group of same atom. Compound means what? Group of different atom. So O2 will only come as an element, not a compound. Clear everyone? Now next is given helium, He. Single He given. So it will come as a compound or atom or molecule? Atom. Why? Because it is alone He is there. He stands for helium. This is the abbreviation for the helium, He. So it is a single, so it will come as an atom. Single type is there? Yes. Can we call it as a compound? No. Compound means group. Element means single or group of same. So element will also come as a He. Clear everyone? Now next, hydrogen. What is the formula? H2. H2. So can we call it as an atom? No. Because two atoms are there, so it will come as a molecule. Single type? Yes, because only hydrogen is involved. Can we call element or compound? Element. Very good. Why? Because only same and group. So it will come as a element. Next is the ammonia. NH3 is a formula for the ammonia. Atom is there? No. Can we call as a molecule? Yes, because group is there. So it is called as a molecule. Is a single type is there? No. Why? Because here nitrogen is there as well as hydrogen is there. So it will come as a different type. Can we call as a element? No. Why? Because element means what? Single bond. Same bond. Here different as there. So it will come as a compound. Understood everyone? Next is a nitrogen. N2. Atom? No. Molecule? Yes. Single? Yes. Single type. Element or compound? Element. Very good. Methane. What is the formula? CH4. Is it an atom? No. Why? Because different elements are there. Can we call molecule? Yes, because group is there. Single type? No. Different type, yes, because hydrogen and carbon, two different elements are there. Can we call it as an element? No. Why? Because different elements are bonded together. So it will come as a compound. Next is the argon. What is the formula for the argon? Ar. Ar is the abbreviation for the argon. Only single is given, so it will come as an atom. It will not come as a molecule. Why? Because it is a given single, so it will come as an atom. Single type, yes. Can we call it as an element? Yes. Why? Because element is a single or group of same atom. Next is a neon. Ne is the abbreviation. Ne alone is there, so it is the atom. Single, yes. Element, yes. Next, chlorine. What is the formula for the chlorine? Cl2. 2 is there, so can we call atom? No, it will come as a molecule. Single type, yes. Can we call element? Yes, it will not come as a compound. This concept is clear to everyone. Again, I am explaining you. Atom means single, element means single or group but of same atom. Molecule means group but of same also and different also. And compound means group but only of different atom. This concept is clear to everyone. Now, as I said, children, every time I am saying you atom, atom, atom. But who discovered this atom? Now, in 6th century BC, BC means before Christ, the Indian philosopher Kanad, he said that the matter is divided into the smallest particles which we cannot able to see, and he gave the name as Paramanu. Param means smallest and Anu means particle. That means he said matter is divided into small particle called as a Parmanu. After some time, Greek philosopher Democritus in 5th century, what he said? Matter is divided into, he also said matter is divided into small particle, but he gave a name as an atom which cannot be cut. Atom means what? In Greek it is said as which cannot be cut. So this was the two scientists. After some time, Dalton, he also done the research and he said that the matter is made up of a small particles which are indivisible and indestructible, means which cannot be divided and cannot be destroyed. And what is said that all atoms are the positively charged particles. Positively charged, but that means they are not simply they are roaming. No, they have some charge on them. And he said that the mass of matter is uniformly distributed. Mass means what? Weight of matter is everywhere throughout the body, as he said. And atoms of elements are same and different elements have the different, and he compare his atom with the bundi laddu. In bundi laddu, how the bundis are arranged together, same way in a particular matter, all particles, that means all atoms, they are the closely connected with each other and all are the positively charged, and mass is throughout the particular matter. After that, Thomson, J.J. Thomson, he also did the research on Dalton's atomic theory. But he compared his model of atom with the plum pudding cake. What is a plum pudding cake? Everywhere cake batter is there and in between we are putting the nuts, dry fruits, etc. Same way he said that everywhere in a matter atoms are there, but in that positively charged particles are there everywhere, and in between that the negatively charged particles are embedded. Embedded means what? They are fixed in a surrounding mass, as he said. So what I said, Thomson plum pudding model, he said that the positive charge throughout the atom and negatively charged are embedded, that means fixed in a surrounding mass. And mass of these negatively charged particles is 1100 times less than the hydrogen mass. That means they are so less. So because of that, their mass is negligible. Negligible means they are not taking into the account. And he said that the both positive charge and negative charge particles are same. That means suppose I said I have plus 5 particles. So how many negative charge particle will be there? Minus 5. Very good. So plus 5 and minus 5, what will happen? They both will come, they both will cut. Plus 5 minus 5 will get cut, and we are getting the zero charge on a particular atom. This clear to everyone? So when atom is electrically neutral, ultimately molecule will also come as a neutral. And to the negative particles, he given the name as a electron. What he given the name as a electron. Afterwards Rutherford, he also did the research on Thomson atom. And for his research, he did one experiment. And for that experiment, he took the gold foil having the thickness of 10 raised to minus 4 mm. That means so small its thickness is there. And what he did the experiment, he bombarded that gold foil along with the radioactive element. What is the meaning by the radioactive element? Now children, around us many elements are there, but some elements they gives the radiation, or they gives the rays, light they gives. You are knowing radium, knowing that green color, when there is a dark is there, they starts to blink, fluorescent green they are giving the colors. They are called as the radioactive elements. Now that means some elements are there in the nature who gives the energy out in the form of rays, that called as a radioactive element. And these elements they emits alpha, beta and gamma particles. Which particles they emits? Alpha, beta or gamma particles. So Rutherford for his experiment, he took the alpha particles element. Which particles he took? The alpha particles, which are the positively charged particles. And what he did, he put that elements in the box and it bombarded on the gold foil. This is a gold foil, and around that we are having the fluorescent screen is there. For what purpose? To see how much the radiation is going on. For that purpose he put the fluorescent screen around that. What he was expected according to Thomson, what Thomson said that the everywhere mass is there and everywhere positively charged particles are there. So he was expected that all the rays will come back as a obstacle. But what happened when he did the experiment? He got the result that most of the, can you able to see here? Most of the particles went straight through the foil. Can you able to see? They go across the foil. Some particles get deflected. Deflected means what? They get rejected and they come back. And only one of get deflected to the large scale. So from that, what he concluded that if the rays are going straight way, that means there is no obstacle is there. Can you able to see here? He thrown the alpha particle, that is a positively charged. If there is no obstacle is there, so what will happen? It will go straight in a line. That means everywhere empty space is there, as he concluded, and some get deflected. That means there is an obstacle in between. Now he thrown the positively charged particles. So if the rays are getting deflected, that means there should be the same charge should be there inside that. As everyone know, if positive and positive will be there, they both will get deflected from each other. So what he concluded from that, in between the atom we are having the positively charged matter. Clear everyone? So So from that experiment, what he concluded, empty space is there between the electrons and nucleus, and positively charged elements are present in the center called as a nucleus, and mass is present inside the nucleus, and electrons are revolving around the nucleus. And as Thomson say, the atom is electrically neutral. Why? Because positive and negative both charges are present in that. But to his research also drawback came. What drawback came? Now according to the law of physics, as he said, the electrons are revolving around the nucleus. But according to the physics, if any electrical charged body is revolving in a circular orbit, its energy should be decreased. So if energy will decrease, what will happen? The atoms will be unstable. So it cannot be used for the any reaction. So this is a drawback of the Rutherford's theory.